ever... Wait, RJS tweets? All right, let me react. Where is it? Boom. Let me take a look. Let me get on this. Here we go. Current best mid in North America. Wrong. Tyler 1 is. Okay. Okay. Not even sure why I'm beating around the bush in my last tweet. I hope you continue to get farmed by retiring pros like the pay pig you are until you are bankrupt. Oink, oink, pig emoji. I can't. This isn't real. This is not real, man. It's not real. It can't be real. Why would you ever tweet this at one of... Dude, he just, like, with this one tweet, he's blacklisted. Like, if he wasn't blacklisted before, he is blacklisted. Man, what is going on? Oh, my God. Didn't want to cross out any teams for my Worlds run next year, but TL is the first. I will never join your team, and I hope you spend $10 million importing Chovy so I can shit down... Oh, my God. What is he saying? And have you sitting home crying in 4th place again? This is not real. Why are, like, anyone responding to this tweet, like, even memeing is probably also harming themselves, man. Oh my... This isn't real. The World's players can't get here soon enough. Can't wait to lay Chovy out and backflip on his corpse in-game. I mean, Chovy's not going to play Champions Queue. Like, I don't even know what RJS is saying. I highly doubt that the Asian teams... All right, so look, a couple of things. One, all right, I already know that all the Asian teams are not going to NA until Riot requires them to. That's number one, right? None of them are going to NA until Riot requires them to, which means that they're literally not showing up until like a couple days before their games. 2, they're not going to use Champions Queue. They're not going to play in Champions Queue. I highly doubt that they will play in Champions Queue unless it's like the players that think it's funny to interact with foreigners. And I say this just because the way that Champions Queue is designed, it's not going to probably bode... I mean, I could be totally wrong, but from combos that I've already had, I do not think that they're going to use it. I think, if anything, they will play North American solo queue, but even that is going to be bad depending on where they are, and then they're probably not going to spam a whole lot of games. I do not think this is going to be comparable to, like, EU, right? Or whatever, right? So I just don't even think that's going to happen. Champions queue, solo queue don't matter. I'll follow them anywhere they go. Okay, I mean, this is whatever, okay. Insomnia is something... What is going on here? Same vibes. Okay, what is going on here? I know it's a bit childish and I don't know any other... Oh, okay. I know it's a bit childish, but I don't know any other way to vent. Every single team player owner that I reached out to volunteer for their season ghosted me in various ways, then ended up falling flat on their faces in the same manner that I saw and wanted to help prevent. It disgusts me to no end how these teams would deny an unpaid volunteer who has spent his whole life mastering this game due to some weird power trip ego problem, and then turn around and cry to their fan base about how hard they tried to make Worlds and how much money they spent XD. I sincerely hope your lies catch up to you and you lose everything you worked so hard to build. You deceitful cunts truly deserve the worst. Fuck you. The problem with RJS is that he doesn't understand at his age of... I think he's 25, right? Hold on. RJS, lol. 25? Okay, he is 25. All right, so RJS is indeed 25. RJS does not understand that there is politics to a certain extent. The only times where politics stop being a thing is when you're really, really good. When you've either already proven that you're really good and you can just get away with murder, that's when politics stop existing. But for someone who's 25... Now, we were on a team... RJS has always been very nice to me in private. He's actually reached out to me when I've had, like, you know, when I've had, like, my anxiety and depression stuff. He's reached out to me. He's always been very nice to me. He was very nice in Korea. I tried to help him out a lot in Korea. You know, and obviously he was on, like, BBQ and stuff, and he dealt with anxiety. He dealt with, like, game performance anxiety and, like, all this other stuff. So he was always very nice. in that regard, right? Very nice behind the scenes. However, that obviously doesn't change that I also think that my interactions with RJS was many years ago. We're literally talking about 3 years ago. We're talking about 3-4 years ago. 3-4 years is a lot of time. And some of the stuff that he started saying and, you know, other whatever, I didn't recognize from the person that I knew in Korea. So I don't know, you know, what that really, I don't know what that really means entirely. So it's unfortunate. I think, well, I thought he was probably I think when he was coming off of his Korea stuff, I think that relative to most of the people in NA, it was all fine. Like his skill level relative. But I don't really know that much anymore. There was like the RJS arc, right, where he was streaming Champions Queue and stuff, and there was like the Vigar V2 video that he ended up doing, and there was those types of arguments and stuff, but I don't really know. I have not followed him too much beyond that. Obviously, these tweets are, I mean, these tweets are a death sentence, man. I mean, they really are. The tweets are absolutely a death sentence. He just doesn't want to accept that there are these dynamics to NA, especially NA. There's these political dynamics, and I don't really know what he's going to do. I also think that he started to get in with like bad people, and this is another bad thing. And what I mean by bad people is like Benji, him and some others made like a team, and Benji's obviously a piece of shit, and I'll just say this now. So when I was released from like C9, he tried to make some tweet that I was removed because I'm a charlatan and don't have anything about game knowledge, even though it had nothing to do with obvious game knowledge or anything like that, right? Like, literally, dude, honestly, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, want to appeal to authority, okay, Faker approved me to join T1. Like, literally, someone like Benji who tweets and, like, says the things that he does is also not probably, by association, someone that, you know... And they were both on, like, CLG together, and they had all their takes and everything like that. So it's, like, not Benji. He ended up deleting the tweet. Sanchovies ended up actually roasting him. Sanchovies' tweet had a lot of stuff. But, like, RJS got involved with a crowd that always seemed to want to play victim. And I think that's not a good look. When you're in with a crowd that are all, like, victim... I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know. I think a lot of us thought that RJS's like thing was actually like an intentional troll, but now I think no one knows. Like, I remember having conversations like, was it actually like a League of Legends social experiment, right? Like many months ago. I thought he was very good when he left Korea. I thought, like, again, relative to everyone else, I have not followed him lately at all, right? I know there was the Vigar thing where he made the video with Vigar. Aside from that, not too much. I don't know. I don't think it's funny to, like, I think it's funny to, like, meme the RJS nameplates off stuff and whatnot. I don't think it's actually funny to directly engage with when he obviously gets very emotional. Because obviously he is very emotional about this. He cares a lot about League of Legends, and he wants opportunities or chances to play. And I do think that it is very sad that the blacklisting and the dynamics exist in North America. I do think that is a very bad thing. There aren't actually any true systems that allow players to climb through the ranks and stuff. There is a political dynamic, and that's an unfortunate reality. It's just sort of how it is. So the only way that he undoes this is if he gets an opening with a team, does well, and then from there can hop around. But I just think the odds of that happening are very low. I just think the odds of it happening are extremely low, and that's just how it is, you know? I think that's just how it is. So, okay, that's it for the RJS tweets.